We'll see which ones become more popular or become more easily adopted by users. And we believe the ones that are adopted quickly will eventually attract more other people to copy them. Sure, I think Europe is a very key market, and France has been the leader in this space in terms of crypto regulation maturity. So that 100 million euros is committed to France alone. And I think there's really four places where we will use it. We will use it to establish an R&D center with offices, etc. And we have already secured an office space, and it's in the process of renovations. So we'll have teams there, and then they'll be focused on blockchain research. So that's the sort of R&D center. The second place is really the investments. We have a Binance investment arm, which will also invest in blockchain and startups and businesses in the France ecosystem. So that's the investments angle. The third is we will do quite a bit on the education front. I think education is really important in this new industry. So we will allocate a portion of the funds. All of our educational efforts are free to the users, which means they will cost us some funds. So we think that's really important. Fourth thing is charity and donations. We already donated 2 million euros to restore one of the rooms in Chateau de Vassal, which is a beautiful chateau. And so we'll continue to do more and more of that.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Crypto. We are back with another video and are joined by Changpeng Zhao, the founder of Binance. He is going to reveal some interesting plans for his exchange, which you have to know if you're a Binance user. Make sure to watch the full video because he also talks about why banks will eventually run out of business and how people need to be prepared for it. But before we can continue with the video, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index for today. As of recording this video, it is sitting at 30, which is the same as yesterday. This indicates that investor sentiment is still relatively strong as Bitcoin has started to move up and people are in the green after a long time. Currently, Bitcoin and Ethereum are trading for $20,240 and $1,540 respectively. With that being said, let's jump right into the rest of the video. Binance is rapidly expanding in multiple countries and is entering into the European market too. They are setting up multiple offices and R&D offices all over France to make it easier for users to reach out to them. CZ also points out that Binance is investing heavily into educating the masses about cryptocurrencies as it will ultimately benefit them when crypto adoption increases.
So to be honest, most of the use cases in crypto that really driven growth are use cases that does not exist in traditional financial systems. Whereas payments, one of the most earliest obvious use cases, have not really taken off in crypto. People don't really use crypto to buy coffee, to be honest. But whereas, for example, blockchain fundraising globally, if you're an entrepreneur, you can use a blockchain to raise money for your projects globally very easily and very quickly. That's a very powerful tool for entrepreneurs. NFTs is another method where artists and content creators can now monetize their work using their audiences globally. Again, you cannot do that with traditional fiat currency mechanisms or even through galleries, etc. There are some international bidding, etc. of auctions, but it just doesn't quite work the same way as NFTs. And DeFi is another example, GameFi and global cross-border remittances. All of those things are what current fiat currencies don't really do well. So we see all of those things taking off in the past year or a couple of years. So I think that's what the main driver is.
Cryptocurrencies are still not being fully utilized as CZ says there are more use cases than just using them for transfer of value. The blockchain technology is a revolution and it has dozens of practical use cases that will benefit whatever field it is utilized in. NFTs are also very practical as they can be applied in various sectors. For example, they can be used to authenticate high-end watches or to pay royalties to artists.
I think it's just things do take time to settle in, and given we are a 8 billion people population, it just takes time for the concept to go through the populations. Some people, like 5 to 10% of the people in any population, are early adopters, and I think we're at somewhere around 3 to 5% adoption based on 200 million people, or I would estimate it'll be higher, 400 to 500 million people who have some exposure to crypto. So today we're just the early adopter phase, and then as more people learn about it, and more companies will come in. So I think it's just a matter of time.
CZ says that we are still in the early phases of crypto, and we will see more and more people step in as time goes by and awareness increases. At some point, we will see mainstream institutions get in on crypto too, because it will become an essential part of everyone's lives in the near future, and they might lose out on a lot of business if they don't get on board.
I don't think we can live in a world without any rules. I think regulation is still very necessary for the healthy growth of any industry, including the crypto industry, including traditional financial industries. And I think we will see more integrations of crypto blockchain industries with traditional financial industries. I think traditional financial industries will embrace crypto and vice versa. So we want to act as the bridge in between those two industries. And we think that regulations are super important for the healthy growth of the industry.
CZ believes that regulation is crucial if we want to see the crypto space flourish, as it will make people feel more comfortable with getting involved. Regulation will also help in attracting bigger institutions, because they are waiting for the government to introduce regulatory frameworks so they can operate safely and legally.
I think there will be many different experiments. I think traditional finance, they will start to offer, we see many traditional banks already offering services to buy Bitcoin or buy other cryptocurrencies, but they're at the early stage of just buying Bitcoin. Whereas crypto exchanges in the crypto space have been doing that since 2011, 2013-ish. We don't see the traditional services getting into NFTs, DeFi yet. I think that will happen. At the same time, we're seeing that crypto exchanges now having been able to better integrate with traditional payment services, SEPA channels, etc., which really facilitates the commingling of the two industries, which I think is really important for the growth of both industries. So we're seeing that happening. CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, is a really good innovation as well. And there's 200 different central banks around the world, roughly, and different central bank currencies probably will have different properties to some extent. We'll see which ones become more popular or become more easily adopted by users. And we believe the ones that are adopted quickly will eventually attract other people to copy them. So yeah, so it's still early days. We'll see how that goes.
We are already seeing many banks start to offer crypto services to their clients, where they allow their customers to gain some exposure to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. However, according to CZ, they are still lacking behind, as exchanges have been doing that for a long time now. This is why they need to start offering other crypto-related services, or they will be put out of business if it continues.
I think Web3 is, to be honest, no one really everybody's definition of the word Web3 is somewhat different. My personal definition is more decentralized web and more rights to users, decentralized finance, where people control their finances and not subjected to other people's impact on their financial situations, and more use cases, etc. So I view Web3 as a really truly decentralized world where users have their voice and have their rights well protected. How we achieve that, what is Web3 or not, is open to a lot of debate. And I think that's not that important. What's important is we want to build products people want to use and give them more freedom to control their own destiny.
Web3 is going to be the next big thing, as it will be the decentralized version of the internet that we see today. But CZ has a different outlook on it, as he thinks it's more about offering digital products and services to people in a more secure manner, where they can take full ownership of their assets.
So crypto is many things. Many people try, when something new happens, human's natural tendency is try to use something we're already familiar with and try to classify that as something like that. So for example, in the ocean, if you see an animal, you'll call it a fish. But when that animal starts to fly in the air, you call it a bird, or you're kind of confused. Crypto is this new asset type. I wouldn't even call it an asset type, even because asset types people think about equities, currency, commodities. Cryptocurrency is a new technology. It's like internet is not a new type of internet is not a new type of radio or not a new type of TV. Internet has internet radio, internet TV, because it's a new technology that carries all of those mediums and more, and social media, etc. I think blockchain cryptocurrencies is a new technology that can support many new different asset types. You can have crypto securities, crypto commodities, cryptocurrencies, and many more that traditional financial system doesn't have. So I think don't limit yourself to think crypto has to be one thing that you're familiar with. It's a new technology that allows endless possibilities.
Changpeng Zhao goes as far as to say that crypto asset is a very broad term which can be a bit confusing and misleading. It is more than that, as there are many things that can fall under the category of crypto assets. They can be anything from crypto securities, crypto commodities, and cryptocurrencies. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel because we upload informational videos like these on a daily basis, which will help you in staying up to date with the latest market news and events. See you guys in the next video.